Good evening, everyone. Hey, welcome. Why don't you tell me where you're from? Jump on the chat and let me know. We're talking about the 10 best habits to a successful unfranchised business tonight. And it is my pleasure to spend some time with you. Want you to relax. It's a early Zoom tonight at 7 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing you. Hi, Marina from New York City. Nice. It's good to have you. Or upstate New York, also from New Jersey, Hyde Park. Okay. All right, Maria, welcome. It's good to have you. You know, it's an exciting time right now. Joanne, good. New York, Florida. Perfect, Ann. Nice to have you. And from Naples. That's really a booming place for our unfranchised business. Joe, South Carolina. Nice to have you. Norma, welcome. Yeah, Julie, how are you doing? Renee, perfect. You know, it's great as we get together to have these discussions. You know, it's a fun night tonight, so I want you to really relax. We're going to talk a little bit about what it takes. We're going to talk about the best habits so that you wake up every day and it's like clockwork that you're doing what needs to get done. And it really just helps everything go better in your whole world. You know, it's funny when you can do everything you're supposed to do, then have time to be able to put towards your unfranchised business that's going to help you get to another level. It sure is nice to have that kind of time to spend and know that you can deliver the results that you're looking for. You know, there's no question in my mind over the years that I've been an unfranchised owner. It has been exceptional. In fact, I've often talked about how being an unfranchised owner for the last 29 years really helped me with my transition out of professional sports. And I don't know if you've ever talked to people making that transition from professional sports to normal life. There is an adjustment. And I'll tell you what really has helped me based on what I've learned in my sports career and what I do in helping build the unfranchised business and everything that we do together. You know, it's just for the simple reason that it's the disciplines, it's the excitement of every day with every person that we talk to. It's just amazing because it's always challenging you. And the one thing that I've really enjoyed over the years is this whole learning process to communicate better, as well as being able to present information effectively to actually solve what people are looking for. And so in doing this, it's just been exceptional for me in coming out to help other people. And that's really what it's all about. Okay. So let's see here. Only the host, that's me. So I should be able to share, correct? Correct. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Share my screen and we're in business. Let me go to the full screen so that everybody can see exactly what we're doing tonight. But we're going to talk about the 10 best habits. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Dennis Franks, and I've been an unfranchised owner for 29 years. It makes things so special when people come in to own an unfranchised business and then all of a sudden they don't apply themselves or things get in the way or they don't know what to do. They become overwhelmed because they don't know where to focus on. And hopefully I can help you hone in on the things that are most important to help you continue to grow and influence your team to do the things necessary to make those things happen. And without a doubt, you know, I think about this all the time, and everything begins with knowing what a habit is. And we all think about habits and we define them in different ways, but it's a routine or behavior that becomes subconsciously performed on a regular basis. Every morning I wake up, I'm raring to go. And that's just how I have made my choice to start my day. But you know, when we start talking about habits, they just don't come overnight. They really involve lots of things that allow you to stay focused on something so that you do enough repetition so it becomes a habit. And it may take, and if you read the books, anywhere between 30 and 90 days. And most people, because of the distractions that they have today, they don't focus on a specific thing that they can accomplish over that period of time. But if they only stayed the course, and that's so very important. When building an unfranchised business, while we talk about the habits, I do not want to get away from the basic 5. Everybody got to understand that attitude and knowledge, goal setting and having an action plan, being able to retail products to end consumers outside the business on a regular basis, prospect, qualify, sponsor new members, and of course, follow up to make sure that they are duplicating our unfranchised systems, which are proven. So there's no question in my mind that I understand this, but the question is, do you understand it? Because sometimes it just gets lost in translation. Early on, we take the basic 5. Some of us go through it once and think that that's all I need. And the bottom line is you need to go through it a lot of times. In fact, at least once a quarter. And when you think the information starts to get boring and that you know everything, then you have to move to become the teacher. And I guarantee you everything gets exciting again because it's you conveying the information to your team and the people in your community that will help influence people to look upon the unfranchised business as a viable way to create another stream of income. So don't forget the basic 5. This has nothing to do in regards to taking away the importance of the basic 5. In addition to that, I want you also to understand that when building a successful unfranchised business, we can take the basic 5 and support it in a very succinct manner of the results producing activities. So let's just talk about those because again, these are the things that we do that support the basic 5. We personally use products each and every day, and we build our shopping annuity. What do you mean, Dennis? Well, it supports attitude and knowledge every time you take a product and every time you shop online. So if you put those together, you're constantly building your knowledge base so that you can be better in sharing how you can actually help another person in what we're doing. So selling products, absolutely. I talk about this all the time that cash flow game. You gotta have a constant turnover of dollars if you're going to be in business. Now I understand some people that come into business just want access to our products, but that's really not what we're trying to do here. What we're doing in our qualifying process in selling the business itself, we are really looking to get people, okay, to purchase products, understand the benefit of those products, and then be able to move forward in helping others in selling them the business, okay? So again, results producing activities. Now, if you're going to sell the business, what do we have to do? We have to show the plan. So again, that's doing what? Supporting the prospecting, qualifying, and the sponsoring side of this. And then we sell education and our global meeting training seminar system. And what I want to encourage everyone is to participate in your local community's global meeting training seminar system. Now, we have the ability to work on Zoom technology, which can take us around the world to learn. But it's going to evolve to where it'll be both live and online. So we have to remember that we have to stay focused on the educational process. So while we talk about selling the education, it's really getting your team and yourself to hear the information on how best to build the business and to accomplish exactly what you want. So let's dive in and talk a little bit about those 10 habits. I think it'll be fun when we go through this. So building habits that support the basic 5 and the results producing activities are everything that we want to accomplish tonight. All right, so it's very simple. We're going to make this easy as can be for you. 1, start every day with an exceptional attitude. You know, we talk about how attitude can create the altitude of your day. We talk about attitude, a great attitude, how it attracts people, that positive energy that comes out. And how do we do that? We take our products each and every day. We use them throughout our household so that we can reinforce what we are representing. We read our goal statement or review your vision board. And I just want to show you something. A lot of people don't follow this, but I'm sort of old school, and I want you to know I still carry, listen to me when I say this, I still carry my goal statement that I write out so that I know exactly why I spend time making the effort to help other people become successful, because it secures what I started out to do, and it helps reach what we ultimately want to do, and that's to fill an arena full of directors, and I know you're going to be one of them. We want to continue to feed our mind with audios and videos. When you're out taking a walk, or if you're out, even if you're in cleaning up the house or doing odds and ends, that you have the ability to listen to something good to influence your thinking, you want to do that. And again, to me, vitality, exercising at least 20 minutes a day, every day, which can include stretching or yoga, Tai Chi, at least 20 minutes to get the blood flow moving so that you can be excited about going through the rest of your day. And just remember, you hear it more and more, that sitting too much is as bad as smoking. We've got to get up out of our seats every 20 to 30 minutes and move a little bit, because I'll tell you what, we were not born to sit the entire day. So every day you should do something that's going to help you move your body and keep everything working that we go out to accomplish. Now, once a quarter, and this is really important, okay? I know everybody has different approaches and thoughts about the shopping annuity assessment, but the bottom line is, once a quarter, if you're going to build this business and establish the right culture, you need to put in your calendar 2 weeks before your Q day quarter ends, okay? That's your Q day 3 months in a row. 2 weeks before that, about the time that they're shipping out your auto ship, you need to make sure that you go back in and go through your shopping annuity assessment. Okay, that's important to stay current. And the other thing that you want to do, and sometimes you may not do it, but you have to start doing it consistently, is when you're shopping online, you begin at shop.com, your URL. And remember that you have to have your personal preferred customer number in as an UnFranchise owner, so that you're getting the credit as a preferred customer shopping on your site. It also lets them know that you get double the percentage in IBV. So it's pretty cool to understand that. So that's the second thing that we want to make sure we're doing on a regular basis. You want to make sure that each quarter you establish a date in which you're going to complete the shopping annuity assessment, okay? And then you're going to make the commitment. If you're going to shop online, you'll start at shop.com. Very good. Third, and this is where many of you are not focused, okay? Every day you need to take 10 or 15 minutes and basically read the Market America communications. And it should start off first by going to your UnFranchise management system and basically looking at your homepage. Now, you can put up right on the widgets when you land on your homepage your UFMS alerts. That's going to tell you what you need to be focused or conscious of. Also, it's a good idea to scroll down your homepage of your UFMS and see all the different things that we have posted on that homepage. A lot of you go right to your reports and you do not pay attention on what's happening in your business. And I'll tell you what, that's being selfish because you are not aware of the things that are happening to affect your business and your teammates in your organization. Also, take the time to review your unfranchised news. Now, listen, it may not pertain to you, but it may pertain to a subject of a person that you're going to speak to that you don't even know you're going to meet that day. Do you understand that? Whether it's talking about weight loss or wellness or children's health, layered jewelry, shop financial, whether we're talking about web centers or cosmetics, you have to be aware of what's going on. And one of the things that I really love is I love going to our unfranchised blog and being JR writing their blog. Now, those are normal stops for me. And the reason is I like to swipe and use the information with certain customers as well as my own organization. For those of you that know me, basically I do work in the field and a lot with my own organization and with people around the country and world. Oftentimes I reference information to help clarify information for the people that I speak to. So I just want you to know that stay up on your communications. Make it a habit. It doesn't take that long, but can make a real difference in the way that you conduct your business. One of the things that I look at all the time when I do accountabilities, I look for this number 4, making one call each day, 7 days a week to a new customer or a follow-up to a preferred customer. People ask me all the time, how do you keep your customers so long? Well, it's a continual process of information that is sent out to them based on what products they buy and what new information I can provide that would basically be interesting for them, letting them know that I'm staying on top of things so that I can recommend products and match them to specific customers. Now, it does not take a lot of time to call an existing customer or follow up with a neighbor or a friend that you talked to about a product before, or sending out a sampling pack, a 3-day. But the reason is because they don't have a list that's available for potential customers or current customers. Okay. Now, also reference preferred customer information and continue to gather. Now, every one of you have customer relation management capabilities. There's some standard details, but if you ever scroll down under your customers, there's an area for a lot more information about pets, children's birthdays, anniversaries. The more you know about your customers, the better lifetime value it's going to be. But if we don't stay connected, making a single call a day, 7 days a week, or if you want to call all 7 on one day, it doesn't matter. You got to get through there. But call with a purpose, new information, a current event, some new studies, or complementary products. Okay, this is how we build share of customer. So I really want you to take this to heart. 5, review and update your daily, weekly, and monthly schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, I really like technology when it comes to calendars, but I still have the paper calendar. Okay, I don't know, but it's just so much easier when I can see everything laying on my desk, and it's easier for me to make notes in it. And then if I have to transfer something over to my phone, I'll do it. But ultimately, reviewing and updating your daily, weekly, and monthly schedule will help you make the necessary adjustments that will allow you to focus and become a more successful unfranchised owner. This is a big part of leadership. If you're not looking at what's going on in your unfranchised business, you're really not paying attention to where you're going. And it's very important that every local, regional, or national GMTSS event is put in there so you can make your plans, and it becomes very easy to talk to anyone that you may be engaged to teach them about our business or helping one of your teammates along, knowing that those type of events are only going to help them where they're going. I hope all of you have a great system for when you work, things you have to follow up, but here's a perfect thing. This is where you can put your time in on catching up on information, reading through the communications. This is a place that you can put all the time that you need to put together. Now, what I'm asking you to do is staying within that 10 to 15 hours of time limit that we want to commit to get everything that you're looking to accomplish. 6, not to be confused with calling one person a day in reference to product or follow up with a preferred customer. We are making 3 calls a day, 5 days a week. Okay, so let's add them all up. That's a total of what? 15 plus 7 is 22 calls a week is what we're trying to accomplish. So what are we going to do? We're calling here the 3 calls a day, 5 days a week to book 2 evaluations per week, or you can do a part 1 of the plan or do the abbreviated plan. You can leverage multiple prospects to one unfranchised business presentation or one part 1. So let's just think about collaborative working here. You and your buddy each pick a night, whether it be Wednesday and Thursday, you call it, but the bottom line is you each schedule, let's just say at 8 o'clock, a part 1 or abbreviated plan, and you book to that Wednesday or Thursday every week. And your buddy books to that Wednesday and Thursday. And you can have both of your people at one time, so that would count for 2 evaluations. Now, you also need to book a minimum of 2 follow-up meetings or trial run meetings per week. And that would be your part 2 or your Zoom 3, basically showing another part 1 for someone that they are recommending to see the business plan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you commit like the plan calls for 52 weeks, and that is 104 evaluations. I will guarantee you, you will put through some very good partners during that first year of commitment, but you have to start. If you don't do it the first time, you can't start the 52 consecutive weeks. So you got to work for it. It's a discipline. It's really making the commitment and getting in the habit of making 3 calls a day. Now, the way I have helped people in the past is I talk to them about what time of the day do they have every day that they can spend 30 minutes to make the 3 calls. I said it again, 30 minutes. It doesn't take that much time to call someone up and confirm that you're going to have a follow-up call, or confirm that they'll go through a part 1 or an abbreviated plan on Wednesday or Thursday. Is it difficult? Again, it all starts with what? Having a list and picking up the phone. Texting today. I know a lot of times people won't answer their phone, but if you ask them through a text, if they have a minute, you want to ask them a question, they'll say, sure, give me a call. So again, make the 3 calls a day, 5 days a week, a total of 22 calls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about what you want from your business. And then I want you to think about, is 22 calls too much to ask each week? Now, a lot of you are probably thinking 22 calls a week, man, I'm going to run out of names fast. Well, that's why we start with 100 to 300 names. Remember that. That's why it's so important to create these lists and constantly add to it. So again, this is a great habit to pull into. And I guarantee you, if you do this consecutively for 30 days, it will come naturally to you for the rest of your career in owning your unfranchised business. It's awesome. 7, like a machine, buy 3 tickets or more to each GMTSS event and sell 2 of those tickets or more to each of those events. So again, today we do a lot of Zoom work, and it's a lot less expensive because you're saving on travel, gas, time, and because you can lift up your laptop or on any of your mobile devices and you can be somewhere. However, once again, we've got World Conference coming up in Las Vegas in March of 2021. So again, if you don't have those tickets, you should consider them. Also, I know there's certain trainings, and I know there's locals, districts, and there's regional events that you have to take the initiative and go ahead. If you don't buy the 3 tickets because it's an online event, you need to make sure your team or your guests are buying those tickets. I was really proud of the number of unfranchised owners that brought either prospects or guests to the product symposium. It was really powerful. Loved it, actually. And it's great. I cannot tell you the amount of influence that other people speaking versus you speaking to that individual really matters. So you got to get into the habit. Okay, so make that happen. You may get a little bit of delay in starting this habit, but I assure you, we'll come out of this current state of affairs and we'll be back in that group dynamic, that powerful environment where we bring the energy together. So don't lose out on where we're going. And notice that I said you should plan on going to at least one event 10 months out of 12 with your global meeting training seminar system that's done by our unfranchised owners. And you should always plan to attend a minimum of the international convention and or world conference. But if you are building, folks, you need to be at both of them. And I think you should always, if you're going to travel to one of the majors, you should earn your way, because the trip becomes a whole lot better when you earn your way, and especially when it comes to March going out to our World Conference in Las Vegas. Number 8, review for 15 minutes each day your unfranchised business building and I tell you, how many people call me, ask me if we have something. And you have to start visiting and reviewing every segment of your unfranchised management system. Learning Center, you need to. Review your unfranchised management system support material section, as well as read your unfranchised manual. Part 1 and Part 2, very important. Now, let me give you a hot tip here, all right? Part 1 is in your back office under help and training. One of the crazy things that people don't know is that online Part 1 actually breaks down many parts of our business in script. Many parts of our business that you have right at your fingertips. And so it's so powerful. So getting in the habit of an additional 15 minutes a day just in your unfranchised business building and support tools, specifically to start with the products and services you sell, but after that, related products to the service or product you sell, and then working on products and services that may become a double major for you or a minor for you that will help you become better as you diversify your efforts to finding partners and new customers. It's very powerful. So again, we're breaking these things down for you, making it simple, and knowing where you need to spend your time, like breathing and clockwork, that's going to best help you out. 9, Communicate weekly with your senior partner or organization to review progress of daily and weekly tasks. Every one of you have a senior partner. Now you may be an orphan and you're personally sponsored. The person that sponsored you in the business may be out of the business, but I assure you that you have a vested leader in your organization, a senior leader that will be more than happy to talk to you once a week about holding you responsible or accountable to those daily and weekly tasks, and would want to hear about your progress. And the exact same thing happens for you to speak to team members that are what we call go now, and literally are committed to do the business because they're doing what? Mastering the basic 5 and focused on the results producing activities and working on the 10 habits that will help them get their unfranchised business success. So now 10, very important. Qualify and requalify as a master unfranchised owner each calendar quarter. I will say this to you straight up. This is the roadmap that you can follow every quarter, every calendar quarter. And this is a roadmap that you can work with your team every quarter to work together and be accountable to become a master unfranchised owner. First you qualify, and then every quarter thereafter you requalify. This is something you should print out, have in your area of operation where you work on your business. This is very important for consistency and duplication, or as JR would say, for the imprinting process that is easy to track, okay? And in fact, if you look at our reports on our back office, you'll see weekly accountability, and it holds true to our Master Unfranchise Owner program and supports those people on the 90-day fast track. So again, something that really follows up with the basic 5, which includes what? The results producing activities, that in the process, when somebody first comes in, is focused on base 10, 7 strong, so that they can start that organization going and work off of their customer base and teach others to have that. And then this, the habit of qualifying and requalifying as a master unfranchise owner. You know, these 10 simple habits are things that you want to master. Focus on these 10 habits. Speak out if you don't understand them. Get clarification and understanding when you have doubt, because, ladies and gentlemen, they're so important for you and your success. Learn them well to implement. Once you implement, you can teach them to your team. Make these habits part of your business culture. Now, a lot of you don't take the time to lay out how you want to be represented, how people look at you, how people evaluate what you do, your personal brand, your business culture. It will take discipline, hard work, but these 10 habits will take you to the promised land. But if you want, and you really, really want it, then you'll have to stay focused and stay the course. So let's just think about what we went over here. We did nothing to take away from the fundamentals of the basic 5. It's the rhythm of the business. It's basically like breathing, okay? It's what you want to accomplish naturally on a daily basis. We also talked about results producing activities. Why do we have them? When you go off track, you go back to the results producing activities, because what really matters? The results producing activities. Nothing else really matters. Do you follow me? So whenever you lose your way, you go back to the results producing activities, If you're having challenge with them, you refer back to your basic 5, okay? And of course, you have your team around you and your senior partners to help you. The 10 habits that we've created here are basically supporting everything that I'm asking you to do, from implementing the basic 5 and the results producing activities and staying in tune with your business. Learning how not to lose a commission check, learning how not to lose a business partner, learning to implement and imprint. That's what's important, folks. It's so, so very important. I talked about the Market America Shop.com World Conference, March 25th to 27th, this coming year in 2021 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Just so you know, it's not as big as our convention centers in Miami and or Greensboro. So it will probably sell out just with North America, not even counting our friends around the world and how it's all going to be come March. The other thing that I want you to remind you that over 20 years, we've been working together. This will be the first time we'll be under one roof together. The entire hotel will be just for MarketAmericaShop.com as well as the MGM Garden Arena. It'll be pretty much fun for sure. You can get your tickets. We recommend that you get 3. This is something that you will have one for yourself. You'll sell 2. I was on a call this Sunday, and I was so proud of one of my teammates who sold through their tickets already. If you bought 3 tickets, let's make sure that you're selling those tickets before March, okay? Everybody that comes in the business should have a ticket and plan on taking this road trip. Now, for those of you that are around, if you're on from Canada, now with our Zooms, you can go anywhere. This is a big event coming up October 24th. We've got a great lineup of many Canadian superstars will be there, but also Jim Winkler, Phil Guido, Kevin Buckman, and myself will all be doing segments supporting Andrew Chi, Donald Chi, Suzanne Howe, all the great leaders that come from our great Canadian region. So we're excited about this coming up this weekend. Also, Online Asia Pacific Leadership School. This is an amazing event coming up in November, and we'll be featuring a plethora of success stories from Hong Kong and Singapore, Malaysia, now our 3rd largest market, as well as Australia. And so it's a great celebration. Well over 10,000 attendees already confirmed. It's going to be a huge event. It'll actually broadcast from around the world. You know, a lot of great things are happening. There's so much great information for us. Oh, and by the way, for those of you here in North America and across the ocean, November 21st to the 22nd, we have a combined regional convention. And this is combined with Northeast, Mideast, Southeast, and Northern. And if you take a look at those pictures, there's a lot of success right there. So you know there's going to be a great deal of information, a lot of fun. So mark your calendars for November 21st and 22nd. It's going to be a great event. Make sure you contact one of the leaders in one of those regions, or just contact one of your senior partners. They'll help you get a ticket to the combined regional convention. Very exciting. I mean, the future is bright. So let's talk a little bit. Right now, I just want to say this. You know, we all have the ability of winning. We all have the ability to lose. We all have the ability to tie, and we all have the ability to do nothing. Okay? What is it that you're going to do? You know, tonight we've got a couple hundred people on. And what will you do in talking about new habits? You may want to start off with just 1, maybe 2. Don't try to do all 10, but be aware of it so you know you're going to accomplish something. There are so many things that happen, you know, in life that you can love to fall back on another stream of income. All of these things, we work hard for supplemental income. Why? It's not that we don't have jobs, but it sure is nice to have a little extra. And that's why millions of people have started to work from home in addition to their full-time jobs today. It's a way to really get out there and meet new people, create community. And in a time where we can't necessarily be out and about all the time, boy, what a great way utilizing Zoom technology and what we've done over the years together. You know, what I can tell you now, sales are up, recruiting is up, or I'm sorry, qualifying is up. I shouldn't say that. JR gets really mad when I use that word, recruiting. I can't help it, but I've been in the business now going on 38 years, 39 years. And so basically when I need to grow, I go out and find new people and I'll qualify them, promise. But again, all of the things, we've got to make our calls each day or make our texts and make them our emails. But let me also make sure that you have, if you're in the United States, you have your UnFranchise marketing app. If you did not invest $12 for the use of this tool, you need to go on your UFMS homepage, scroll down, and get the app. You can do this. It's working fabulously, okay? If you put them out there and if you follow up and allow the technology to help us, you can increase the number of people you serve, meaning more retail customers, meaning more potential customers that can be introduced to the business behind the great products. And you know that every one of our products is in that billion-dollar environment. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those things. I can't want it more for you than you want it for yourself. But I'm telling you, you know, and one of the tips of the habit, having that schedule, reviewing that schedule daily, making sure you keep it current, making sure you're ticking off the calls, making sure you're putting in the times to follow up, making sure you don't confuse the 3 calls to either book an evaluation or book a follow-up to one of your evaluations with the single call a day just to speak to one of your preferred customers or introduce a product to a new one. Don't confuse those. There's 2 different things. Remember, it's almost like a circus act. You're constantly doing different things in what we do. So I do say this to you. I know you can win. I know you can take the things that we've been teaching for so many years and apply them. And you will find that your evolution as an individual through personal growth and your communication skills will continue to be refined so that you wake up every morning with like, I can't wait to talk to somebody because I'm so happy that I do what I do and I've got solutions for people and people are looking for me. I just got to go out and make friends on a regular basis. You know, that's what we are. Our business is a solutions-oriented business. And if you've got your answer to what we do down, and if you have your 2-minute commercial, you have conversation. And if you know some of the themes, you can go and talk about anything, because what we do is anything. We are exactly what most people need, but we have to engage and we have to have the habits so that our business grows, so you get what you want, so your team gets what you want, and we all win. All right, so let me see real quick here if there are anything that I need to look at. I'm just going through here. All right, you're loving using the marketing app and handing samples out. That's awesome. Okay, we are working on Canada and your MA marketing app. Yes, we are. You're welcome, Joanne. Kitty from Australia, it's always good to see you. I just love you. In fact, I'll be on for Australia this morning at 7 a.m. I'll be bright and early. It'll be 10 o'clock your time tomorrow night, but 7 a.m. we'll be talking about becoming a hopeless success. But thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I got one question over here. I'm going to take a quick look. When will the marketing app come to Canada? We are working on that right now. And I do want you to know that it is awesome. And guess what? Get ready, because we're getting ready with our next product to come out for Trial Size Marketing. See you, everyone. Meet me at the top. And I can't wait till we all get back together at our World Conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, March 24th to the 26th. See you soon. Bye.